How's it going, everybody? I just wanted to show you guys the unit plan that I put together. Um, for this section, I named it the polyshift um, because in this section we're going to be working with polynomial equations, which when you work it all out and you try to graph it, it's not a line, it's not a parabola. It's just there's a bunch of shifts going on. A lot has to do with the coefficient and the degrees. We're going to go ahead and get into that a little later. You see here, this is an expression, and the highest degree is to the 12th, and so forth. So these are the polynomial expressions, actually. Here's going to be the unit summary. In this unit, you will encounter working with polynomials. You will notice higher degrees attached to expressions. In this section, it may take a little longer to solve polynomial expressions. However, you will be introduced to methods that are shortcuts to reduce expressions with higher degrees. Those methods are long polynomial divisions and synthetic division. The long division method you have seen before because it's the long division that you learned in elementary. The only difference is now you're going to be dividing polynomials. That's pretty fun because I had fun with it, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure that you guys have fun with it. The next method is the synthetic division. It's a brand new concept because it's just nothing that you've learned before that you could relate. But by the end of the unit, you'll be able to master, dividing polynomials using long division or synthetic divisions. Okay, so here are the California contents, and I have big idea unit goals. So for this unit, you guys will master the distribution property. You guys will also be mastering the binomial expressions. You'll be masters in trinomial expressions, and you'll be able to identify a polynomial equation or expression. You will also be able to perform arithmetic operations on polynomials, and you'll connect the arithmetic operations to graphing. I went ahead and added, a picture because I know we could all relate. Get a little headache once we start to see all these equations. And then here's the student learning objection. So now I'm going to go ahead and move forward. So for lesson 1, as you can see here, you can just click on the tab. Okay, so here I put hi class. Below you will find the link to your guided notes and for the lecture. So here are your notes. You can go ahead and click on it. Once you click on it, you'll be downloading the file. And here's the little lecture button. You go ahead and press that, and it'll send you to the lesson that I put together for you guys. Okay, so yeah, you guys probably hate math right now, but you're gonna love it. For lesson 2, I put it in the tab for lesson 2. This is the Webster size. So this is the iPad lesson plan that I created for you guys. Here's a little iPad, just because that's what you guys are using in class. And let's go ahead and open this up. Just wait for it to load up. Here it goes. So for lesson 2, I put together a couple equations for you to solve. It's like the multiple choice. At the end of this this activity, once you finish solving all these, you're going to be collecting, or you're going to be getting all the letters, and it's supposed to spell some kind of mystery phrase. So this is the letter bank, and you don't have to use all of them. You're just going to go back in order, and you're going to be using the answer to spell out the mystery phrase that I put together. If it doesn't make sense, that means that you guys made a mistake or got the wrong answer somewhere. Okay, now let's move forward to lesson 3. I feel like lesson 3, using the flowchart is gonna really clear the synthetic division part. Just because, you know, flowchart, it just makes sense. So go ahead and read this when you have time. Put the assessments and all that good stuff. So I actually provided an example here. Let's go ahead and open that up. Okay, so this is my example right here. So I went ahead and put synthetic division because that's the method we will be using. I went ahead and wrote the expression. And then once I got to step 2, or actually this is my step 1. This is just kind of getting the problem started. But yeah, this is step 1. As you see, we have the 2 in the outside because we figured out once we did the P's and Q's. I didn't include that in here. I should have put it here, but I just want to go straight to the conceptual part of this assignment. So step 2, step 3. So I'm working out the equation using arrows, and at the same time, I'm explaining what's going on with my steps and then I get here and I get my answer. Okay, so you see how the flowchart kind of gets its name. Kind of start with the equation, first step, second, third, fourth. In a way, you're kind of telling the story. Okay. So this is actually going to be the rubric that I'll be using. So I pretty much I made it pretty simple. So you get a 1 if you show that you have no knowledge whatsoever. You know, no organization, no knowledge of the vocabulary, no knowledge of the operation. So it's either you don't know it, you kind of know it, or you really know it. I want all of us to score here. But it's pretty fair grading, and I feel like if you were to follow these steps, you will have mastered the synthetic division. Now let's go back. Here's where you're gonna find your doc, PDF doc. You just download it, print it out, fill it out, and bring it to class the next day. Okay, and since there's writing involved in this section, you will need to know the vocabulary words that are used a lot in this section. I went ahead and went on Quizlet, and this could be a class effort. Let's see. So this could be a class effort where we kind of help each other write the definition. I went ahead and started the first 2, synthetic division and long polynomial division, and I even included their definitions here. It'd be nice if everyone could put 1 definition. And yeah, just we'll keep this as a class set. That way you could always fall back and use those vocabulary words when you're explaining your work process in that flow chart. Okay, and then I included here what section you're going to be working these problems at. And you're going to be working with a partner in this section. And so you could partner up and you guys pick 1 problem from this section. And once you finish the flowchart, you guys will be creating a YouTube video. You're going to be uploading it and you're going to submit it to me and we'll play it in class. And that's how you're going to be presenting your flowchart. Here I included a tab to refer back to the original website where all my information, what you went over in the first week of class when I was explaining how this website works. I included that just so you could refer back to. I created more pages for you. I created a unit resource page. This is going to be really important because you guys cannot rely only on the videos that or on the examples I give you. Math is like, you know, there's multiple ways to solve an equation, but it all has to make sense. There's these rules, there's postulates, theorems for a reason, and if you follow those rules, then you should be able to solve any algebraic expression correctly. And what better way to solve these equations than when you have so many tools to refer and pull out of your pocket and use when you're working on an equation. So there's one right here, another video for you guys. Check them out. These are different methods of the different techniques that you could apply. And here are here are the interactives where you could go on there. They'll give you equations and they'll tell you right away if you got it wrong or not. The website that I use is Khan Academy. So here you go. You'll have some practice problems. They have a video, a hint. So it's a fun website. Very resourceful. Okay. I had a formative assessment. So this is where I'll be checking up with you guys, weekly to see if you guys are keeping on top of your work. Once again, here's the Quizlet. I really recommend that we use this and have the class effort to create these definitions. Here are the ones that I showed you guys earlier. So, keeping up with this, you'll be able to master the vocabulary words, and you'll be able to explain and talk about what you're doing when you're trying to solve for these expressions, and it's going to make your video recording a lot easier. For your summative assessment, as I mentioned, you're going to be creating a video, uploading it on YouTube, and we're going to be presenting it to the class. This is, kind of like the videos that you've seen. You don't have to show yourself, but if I'm able to hear your voice, and this is a perfect example where all you hear is the person's voice and they're working out the problem. Now both of you guys could, talk about what you guys are doing without having both of you guys to work out an equation. And then here's the digital unit plan template. Here's going to be the template that I use to create this unit plan for you guys. I hope everything here is pretty straightforward. Let me know if you have any questions or any other resources that you want me to add. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.